to the Get Real show.
Thanks, Denver. Always great to be here.
Okay, so let's talk about this. I mean, this is in the heart of Umhlanga, the Radisson Blue Hotel, which is absolutely magnificent. Certainly suits you in every single...
Excuse the pun.
Yes. So let's talk about that. I mean, how come this is such a beautiful hotel? It's now situated in Umhlanga.
I think Umhlanga has been lacking in the Dubai vision or the European, vibe of walking into opulence and, having your high tea and, getting into lift and getting onto the pool deck. Those are the things that we strived, Viv has strived to make sure in the design element that you have all the facets in one hotel. So you can be here on business, it's great for corporates, there's a gym. You can be here on holiday, it's great for the kids. There's a kids center, there's a pool, there's a bar on your pool deck. So I think it nicely ties into any sort of vacation or working holiday. So I think it's the balance of the hotel for me which has been tweaked so beautifully.
Sorisha, you come across as, and we've had you multiple times on the show, we know you're very humble, and your lifestyle is extremely lavish in all forms. And aside from that, you now have the hotel which literally ties in with you. How does it come to part with you?
Well, thank goodness there's a team that will manage the hotel, so I may never, have time to come in here, but I just feel that the team that you select is very important. Marius, who is our general manager, is incredible. We've got Subhash, who's on marketing. We've got Alan on F&B. So I feel the core team is very, important to making sure your hotel runs or maintains the standard that you expect as Viv expects from an owner or shareholder of the hotel.
Sorisha, your husband is continuously growing and uplifting the community in so many ways. You as his wife on the side, I mean, how does it make you feel to know I have a man that's literally being a father, a businessman, and for the community?
I'm very proud of Viv. There are times when, Denver, this hotel alone took a scrutinizing amount of years to get to where it's at, and there has been a huge amount of corporates and bodies that have moved against this hotel. So for me, to see my husband stand up against all of this and still be here and still have this amazing structure stand after all of that hard work, sweat and tears, it's just an incredible journey for him and also all of the family, including his kids, our kids, and the greater family as well. So for me, I'm utterly proud of this man. He has had so much adverse challenges coming up and being here, being a black-owned development in Umhlanga. So I'm so very proud of where and what he has achieved.
Let's quickly touch on that. I mean, being an Indian and being absolutely successful is not an easy game, especially in South Africa. But he's made it. And now that he's made it, he's literally climbing up the ladder, he's creating jobs. And I must reiterate that that's so important, especially now that South Africa is in such dire straits times. Vivian is here, a man who's creating jobs, giving back to the community. I mean, you very rarely hear that. And you also did say there was so many forces against him for him not to be opening up this hotel. I mean, how come he just pushed beyond that?
I think Denver, even with the opening of the hotel, we've had so many people who had such nasty things to say. And you think, coming out of the floods we've just experienced and looting and 2.5 years of COVID, you just think that people would see this as an opportunity for job creation, but it's not so. But you know what, you cannot convert every person, to see things your way, and that's the name of the game. And I think that has been Viv and my strengths, is that we don't play to everyone else's weaknesses and insecurities. And that's a big deal, because the minute you give in to those things and you let them consume you, you're going to be stuck in the same place and unable to move forward. And I think Viv has this amazing ability to react positively against adversity. So that is something that is hard to, come to terms with in day-to-day living.
With regards to the COVID, I know the structure of the building was taking place during those times as well. Did you all at any time say, you know what, let's just put it on pause and open it up in the next 10 years because we're not ready, X, Y, and Z. Did that ever come across on y'all's dinner table?
I think, there were times where I said, you really need to throw in the towel here, because we're fine. We could, live comfortably. We have our health. And for me, that would have been the easier, way out. But Viv would never give up. He will take it to the ends of the earth if he has to. And I think that is why, I really admire someone who can persevere like that.
We'll be back after this. Welcome back. We are in conversation with the stunning Sorisha Naidoo right here at the Radisson Blue Hotel in Umhlanga. I can say it again and again and again, creating jobs. That's what it's all about. Sorisha, aside from this beautiful lifestyle that you've got, and you also did mention on numerous occasions that you so fondly come across as somebody that's very, very homely, you love cooking, you for your family, and I can say it confidently, very humble. So when your husband is not around, and I know this, that he travels continuously because of business ventures X, Y, and Z, how do you manage with the kids? How do you manage this lifestyle and still be so put together at the same time?
Denver, I'm going to tell you a little secret. When Viv goes away for a 2-night, 3 nights overseas or to Johannesburg or Cape Town, we absolutely love it because we get time off from Vivian. Vivian Reddy is an entire job all by himself. So he knows this. I mean, it's just, I feel sometimes he's so busy, he forgets to breathe. And when he's away, there's absolute calm. And I think the other great reason is that we get to sleep with all 5 of our pugs on the bed. So Viv's got a bit of an allergy, which he is coming around with. But I mean, it's just nice to have a breather. And also it gives us a chance to miss each other. So when he's away working, I understand that he's working and there's lots to do. And sometimes couples take strain because their husband travels so much or their husband's not at home on a regular. And I feel like it's something I've come to accept, and I have so much to do. And because I'm so busy, I don't even have a chance to miss Viv because he's back before I know it, because so much has happened in that space. There are times when he's away and we'll be in constant communication, but also I have the kids, I have businesses, I'm also assisting with his business ventures and opportunities. So it's a lot to do. So when he goes away, it's one less thing to do for him and having him around. And he knows that. He gives us a break when he's away.
And when he's at home, I mean, home cooked meal is what every husband looks forward to. I mean, from your side?
My kids and my husband are very spoiled because my son's a vegetarian, my daughter and Viv are carnivores, I'm a vegetarian. So it's very difficult because they all have special preferences and everyone eats a different thing or someone wants something different. And I think as moms in this day and age, we've all spoilt our kids to the sense that we all are happy to just go out of our way to make 4 different meals a night. Do you remember, Denver, when we were kids, if you had cabbage tonight, you were going to have that cabbage or you were going to have nothing.
Yeah.
So I think as moms, we have kind of set the standard and we're overachievers. And being the millennials that we are, we try our best to make sure that everyone in the family is happy at all times. The trick is in all households, start the day very early, get a little piece of quiet time for yourself, and the rest of the day will sail smoothly.
And do your kids understand that both mom and dad are living such fast-paced life and they are also able to adapt around that?
My kids are very lucky because I've slowed down tremendously, so I've become a work-from-home mom. And because of that, they have me. And I always believe that one parent should always be the person at home making sure that things are running smoothly. It was a toss-up when Viv and I met because he was like, I'm always going to be busy. And I made that decision then to be less busy so he could be busy because I can build my dream from anywhere. But he needs to be out and about to do what he needs to do. And I completely understand that. And for me, it's a compromise that works for us both.
With regards to Father's Day, how would you be spending that with the family?
Viv's eldest sons, Kabir and Shanthan, and his daughter Yavani, they always have a family lunch. And my kids and his kids, we all get together, and we're always together on Father's Day. And we have the most fabulous time, and we're always spoiled by those older kids. So yeah, that's how we always do Father's Day. So one year they do and one year we do. So it's, it's an amalgamation. And they're absolutely supportive as well to Viv and to us and to my kids. So it's an amazing relationship.
And my curveball question to you is, I mean, everybody would be wondering, you guys have such a fantastic lifestyle. Is there normality in this whole thing?
We are such normal people. I think people who came home first actually thought we had a chef and like a butler and
all over you guys.
All over. But Viv and I are very normal, and I think that is the key to a happy marriage, is that it shouldn't be fulfilled by having people in your home to fulfill duties that you can easily do. So we cook ourselves, we do most things ourselves. We want to do those things. We want to have normal lives, we are normal people, and luxury and wealth should never hinder your lifestyle and the way you should live. It should just be an add-on, but not dictate who and how you shall be in life, which is important.
And Sorisha, you know what, you always look so flawless. Please give us your secret, because you seem to be aging the opposite of what everyone is expecting anyone to age.
I love you, Dee, because I'm not wearing any foundation, so thank you for that. But yeah, it's just, a good skincare routine. Having an aesthetic clinic always helps, because I get to be spoiled by all my ladies, and we're always looking at natural, non-invasive ways for anti-aging. So yeah, I have to keep on top of my game. If you have an aesthetic clinic, I think that's one of the challenges, to make sure that you yourself are representing your brand.
Sorisha, you know what, motivation coming from you also inspires me in so many ways, you have no idea. And I would love to say this on television, because this is something that I wanted to make mention to you quite a number of times. I didn't have a chance. So I've heard your story on numerous occasions in the past, and I never thought in a million years I would ever be sitting with you in an interview.
Really? We're friends now, Dee.
Well, I think the viewers need to hear that, because it's so important to know that you're a humble human being, and you know what, you've made it in life. You've made it so clear to us that it actually takes nothing to make a dream become a reality.
Denver, I like that, because humility is the key to everything. You must never get so big and so egotistical that you actually live beyond yourself. The day you do that is you lose touch with yourself. And I think going into the golden age, which I've mentioned before, is that we are looking to assist where we can and be the person we were born to be, and that is to help and to love. There's no other facets to it, and it's so simple. So every book that you read on religion, whether it's the Quran or the Bhagavad Gita or the Bible, the essence of all the scriptures is to be a loving human being and to not hurt a person when and how, those extremities. I think we've just we've gotten so far away from what being a human is that we've actually forgotten. So I try to remember that on a daily basis.
Sorisha, thank you so much for being with us. If you could just leave us with one motivational message to our viewers who, there's no words to say how much they love you, I think you know that firsthand. So if you could just leave them with a motivational message.
I always say something to your viewers like be kind, or be nice, but I just want to say something that I'm so passionate about is, guys, go out there, buy a yoga mat and do your yoga. It's a secret to life.
I think I'm also going to do that, because I don't have a yoga mat.
It's a secret to life.
So I'm going to take your advice. Before the viewers, I'm going to take your advice.
I dare you.
Yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to tag you on Instagram.
Guys, we're going to do a whole segment where Denver and I are going to go together to a yoga studio, and you're going to do yoga with me.
Definitely, definitely. Sorisha, thank you so much for joining us on the Get Real show. I know we're going to be seeing much more of you, guaranteed. I know that for a fact, but we wish you the very best on this new venture, together with your husband, together with your family. It's flourishing for you. And again, thank you for creating so many jobs.
Thank you, Denver, and thank you so much for always being an amazing friend to us, and thank you for always hosting us on your show. We really do appreciate your entire team and yourself.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Sorisha.